Miguel.
I was in just now though. I was
Get
in.
out, Bertram.
Okay,
get
we out. We out. Hey everybody, we are live on Facebook. We finally here. We reach.
We finally here.
We
We
reached.
They let Bertram into
They actually
Island
let
House.
me in.
Finally.
I had to fight to get through.
I had to fight to get him through.
That's when
because
you know
they
you have true
believe
friends.
that he was a worker here that they dismissed last week for inappropriate behavior, but I got him here. Thank
Identity
God.
theft. What's going on, FamFest?
And-
FamTV, not FamFest.
Fam
FamTV.
TV.
We are live at Island House
For
at
the launch of
of
FamTV and Easeup.
To choose, I know I'm gonna always choose to be with you, 'cause don't you know, boy?
Well, I have my personal story is I have a friend. My friend, like I know one of my closest friends, he is in jail for murder, and it's so hard to see him because like he regrets what he done. He totally regrets it, and he speaks with me every day. Me and him talk, and he talks about God and everything, and I'm like, how could I? Like I know in a way that I could have prevented this because I was always saved. I was always a Christian, but I wanted to play the back role. Like, yo, okay, I got a dog, I got a homie in the streets and stuff like that, and I just wanted to say I got that one. You know what I mean? Everybody want to have that one cousin or one uncle or one friend that's in the streets, so I could call my big cousin or big brother. You know what I mean? So and he was that big brother for me. He was that big person for me, and I wasn't realizing that. You know what? I kind of leading him astray by letting him do his own thing. So that really touched me, and I'm like, you know what? I can't let nobody else go like this.
About 2 years ago, I was in court on the juvenile panel dealing with a young person who had stabbed someone. And by the time I got out, my phone was lit up from all the members of Showboys, NDO and all of them. Mr. C, we need to do something. We need to ease up on all this killing. And when I came out and I found that someone else had just been killed. And I said, okay, guys, what do you want me to do? And they said, well, let's start a campaign. And I said, guess what? The problem I have with that is that a couple of people will go on the radio today, make some noise, and then it's passed. So what we did is start going a campaign to go in the inner city where a lot of this was happening, like in Angleton. We partnered with Select the Chronic in Fox Hill. We partnered with MDs in Camp Road. We pick partners all through the areas.
Right, and you partner with Bertram from you're from South.
From the South.
Guys, it's time, and we're back here on the red carpet live at the FamTV and Easeup launch, and I am here with a beautiful and talented young classical singer, Carrie Sherman. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So I'm really intrigued about you being a classical singer. I don't know many Bahamian classical singers, or I've actually never met one. I'm sure a lot of people may agree. What is it like deciding to choose that genre of music, particularly in the Bahamian kind of community?
Well, I didn't choose it. It chose me. My voice is primarily suited to classical music. I'm in a rock band with some guys, but my voice is definitely, it selected the genre. I didn't have a choice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So tonight we're here to celebrate the launch of FamTV. And I know for me, Fam Entertainment has had a big impact on my career, on my family, my friends, in different ways, major and minor. How can you speak to how Fam Entertainment has had some kind of effect on your life or maybe your career?
Well, for me, I'm an opera singer. I started staging a recital series back in 2014, and the purpose of that was to expose Bahamians and kids really to a different genre of music, something besides rap, reggae, hip hop, everything that's commercial. Like you have options in music, and prior to FAM and the Bridge Foundation coming on board, we were having a problem reaching out to kids and just exposing the recital to the general public. So the first recital that they taped was in 2015, Faith. They taped last year's recital as well, and then they arranged for it to be aired on ZNS on 2 occasions. And I believe it's going to be streamed on the online TV station as well. So I think Mr. Cartwright, Mark Cartwright, shows or airs a recital in schools and in certain groups as well that he does work with. So they're helping me with that. That was the goal.
Well, it was actually Zoltan Johnson. He called me in just out of the blue one day, and he was like, he's working on this project, and he heard my voice for the chorus section of it. And when they came in and I listened to what Twin and Bois, Twin them already laid on the track, and like what the content was, it was a no-brainer to just draw from experiences I've not only seen, firsthand, but like just stories I've heard from around the country.
So through Trevon Patton, I found out about the Bridge Foundation and the Bel Canto Singers. We do 2 major concerts each year. We do a Christmas concert called Christmas Tide. The gala night for that, we give to charities. One of the long-standing benefactors of that has been the AIDS Foundation of the Bahamas. We've also worked with Grand Bahama United, and we're looking to work with other community-sponsored organizations because we believe in community.
Listen, welcome. You at Island House. We had the launch of FamTV and Easeup campaign. It really pushing the agenda of, stop the killing on the streets. What is your we could do this like you on the stage at Miss Bahamas 2017, 2030. All right. If you were to be picked as the next Miss Bahamas again, what would you do to stop the killing in Nassau, in the Bahamas, and all over in Europe?
I would definitely tell them that they have to listen to the different artists and the songs that they are singing, listen to the words, because it's very powerful. I love the one by Twin Dem and Judah the Lion.
Yeah, that's a hit. Listen, I actually produced that in my mind.
Hey.
Yes, what's going on?
We're getting ready to go inside the theater.
Yes.
And see this awesome keynote address from FamTV.
Right.
Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in.
Thank
Yes,
you.
make sure share the post. Let your friend, your cousin, your pot cake watch and see what's popping off.
Let's do this like back in the old school. I'm Danielle.
I'm Bonchuma Babala.
I'm Tap.
And we'll see you next time on FamTV.
Peace. Easeup
Bahamas.
Easeup. Big link up.
We're all here to celebrate and also to witness the launch of this wonderful initiative from Fam Entertainment called the launch of Fam Entertainment's Fam TV 242. I want you all to put your hands together for this. Now, if you know anything about the vision or the great visionary Mr. Mark Cartwright, you will understand that something like this in its initial stages always or almost always looks impossible. But one of the things that I've found out about Mr. Cartwright is that he will suggest the impossible, and I can almost guarantee you that with the kind of work that he puts in and the vision that he has, he will almost always make that vision happen. So this being birthed some 25 years ago, this started within this very small office with several gentlemen that all worked together, having the same kind of mind toward entertainment and also development of young people. And Mr. Cartwright, being the one that spearheads this, came up with the idea to start Fam Entertainment. One of the beautiful things about it that he has helped to develop young people and programs within the Bahamas on a scale that many of us have never, ever seen. But tonight, we're now going to be taking the 242 to the world. In this FamTV 242, we're going to be broadcasting shows geared toward the development of young people here in the Bahamas. And I want you all to put your hands together real loud for the vision of Mr. Mark Cartwright in FamTV. We can definitely say, look where God has brought us from. That's the churchy side of me. I'm coming up now. Look where God has brought us from. This kind of work that Mark is doing is going to be carrying on from year to year, and it will get bigger and it will become better. Many of us here are very intimately involved with the initiatives like Fam Entertainment and Fam Fest. We know about Fam Fest, and we know about all of the other subsidiaries of Fam Entertainment. The work that it does with the record label, and also the artists, and also the actors that we have that have come up through the ranks. Tonight, we're going to be launching FamTV. We want you all to sit back and relax and enjoy the future vision of Fam Entertainment in FamTV 242. For those of you that don't know and that are also watching via internet, this is also streaming live on Facebook at FamTV 242, live on Facebook, so you can catch us there. And we just want you all to have a great evening tonight. So put your hands together one more time as we begin our official launch of FamTV by Fam Entertainment. Thank you.
Good night, good night. Let's bow our heads in reverence to God. Father God, I thank you for this lovely evening, Father God, for giving us the strength just to be here in fellowship and celebration of FamTV and Easeup, Father God. I pray for the vision and the direction, Father God, that you've given Fam and Mr. Cartwright, Father God, that you continue to do a work in him and in the family. I pray for this program. I pray that everything goes smooth, from the mics to the instrument to the speakers, Father God. I pray for this program. I lift it up to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Passion drives commitment. Commitment creates opportunity. And opportunity creates change. Fam Entertainment has been defining and driving change in our inner city communities for the past 21 years. Today, we are proud to realize the unveiling of 3 dynamic platforms that will change the way we positively impact our communities. The Easeup Project is an initiative that allows young, influential Bahamians to tell their stories in an effort to speak to the cause and effect of violence and death among Bahamian youth. Awareness. Bring awareness to the country regarding the cause and effect of violence and death among Bahamian youth. Solutions. Together, we have combined our observations, experience, and knowledge to develop a complete approach to transform our inner city communities and at-risk youth. Identify. We want to identify role models to bond and communicate with our at-risk community. Transform. The Easeup Project will seek to transform young people through music. This includes album production and distribution. Organize and mobilize. Organize the Fam Easeup Tour to communities and family islands. The tour will include music, motivational speaking, fine arts, local DJs, and stunt riders. Whatever your passions are, they deserve to be captured in the best possible way. However, talent doesn't always equate to resources. The Bridge Foundation is here to help, connecting important works of art, culture, sports, education, and charity to a national and worldwide audience. We provide video, sound, lighting, and logistical assistance to Bahamian live productions and research projects. Forged by the need to provide a consistent and sustainable platform for emerging Bahamian talents, FamTV is a colossal opportunity for creatives and humanitarians to come together and accomplish great things. This online television station will create an inspiring environment that will merge Bahamian content like never before. We have 3 features that will allow FamTV to maximize its ability to impact our local communities. FamTV has a studio complex that will boost the production initiatives of our partners. FamTV is beginning to launch its 60-plus hours of programming and has partnered with over 10 production partners for a slate of new and exciting content. Fam Entertainment has partnered with BTC and Flow TV to feature FamTV on its digital boxes while also being accessible online via our website, apps, and social media platforms. Fam Entertainment, community, opportunity, change. Your generous support can make the dreams of so many emerging creatives a reality. To find out how you can be a part of this vision, visit us at famfestbahamas.com. You can also reach us at 677-1782 or email us at famfestinfo@gmail.com.
It's the most amazing, painful experience. Scientifically, a pain that is unbearable to the human body. But by God's design, we bring forth life into the world. When I gave birth to you, my son, I was the happiest woman alive. When the nurse gave you to me, I held you close to my heart and the dreams I envisioned for you. Fast forward 20 years later, and those dreams across from that young man's mother, both of us drenched in tears. A life for a life. You swear to me, Mommy, I didn't do it. But the bloody shirt that you forgot to burn says otherwise. Tell me, son, how can you pull a gun in a party full of people and nobody see you kill anybody? But an anonymous tip can describe to me the gun I found in my manhole. As you get out on bail today, I'll have to attend that young man's funeral because despite your spur-of-the-moment anger, he was somebody's child. And I have to look in that man's face and watch that mother mourn and ask God to have mercy on your soul. But heartbreaking of all, I now have to turn all this evidence over to the police and kiss my one good son goodbye.
Ow, man! They get me!
Topping news tonight, a senseless killing.
Topping news tonight, 2 men have been left dead after a confrontation with police Thursday evening.
Last week say the pain is just too great of a burden to bear.
Emotions ran high in a closely knit Flamingo Gardens community last night after a teen was shot dead in the street on Hyatt Road at around 10 o'clock.
Yo, it's a real vibe. I've been trying to show my city, dog. You know?
Yeah, yeah, ayy. Yeah, yeah, ayy. Yeah, yeah, ayy. What up, Z? Hey. I pray for my people like each day. Mr. C, what happened to brothers these days? Hey, I try to tell my dogs ease up, but they don't listen, they do caught up in the street ways. I pray they do before they end up in a deep grave. Tired of telling my dogs be safe, cause I ain't wanna see them on the front page. I'm hoping I can make some change. Real talk, city feeling like a gun range. And they ain't fighting, dog, they rather make the guns blaze. They rather bust a cap. God told us love one another. They fell in love with gaps. But every week we losing them, brother. We had enough of that. And a rap is a letter to my people. I wrote this cause I want better for my people. You can't reach the stars if you behind bars. I'm just praying that they find God. Hey.
Do you even know who all you affect when you perfect your art of war? Do you even care to feel? But only time will reveal. Ease up and stay strong. Focus on love and not on war.
Where I'm from make you get the chills. The city hurting and it's getting real. I just pray that it slows down. I had nightmares of me getting blown down. Yeah, it's getting cold now. People dying on the regular. Run the sirens, I have bullets flying. Got these mothers crying on the regular. The streets getting so hot. Rapping cause I got a whole lot here to say. Police doing roadblocks every day. They shot the whole block.
Let us pray.
Where we from, though they bout that life. My mama's scared to go out at night. I'm just saying y'all should ease up. I'm just praying that you feel us. Yeah.
Do you even know who all you affect when you perfect your art of war? Do you even care to feel? But only time will reveal. Ease up and stay strong. Focus on love and not on war. Do you even know who all you affect when you perfect your art of war? Do you even care to feel? But only time will reveal. Ease up and stay strong. Focus on love and not on war. Focus on love and not on war. Yeah. Focus on love and not on war. Whoa. Focus on love and not on war. Yeah. Focus on love and not on war.
Yo, real vibe. I've been trying to show my city, dog. You know? Going to violence, killing. Gotta ease up, dog.
All right, Chronic. So we only have 2 minutes. I just want to ask you a couple of questions, right?
Okay, sir.
All right. What Easeup means to you? You gotta come in. You gotta come in the light.
See this Easeup shit.
I know you let die.
I ugly, but I cool.
So again, for everybody in there, we got like 48, 50,000 people, and only 50 people in there. What Easeup means to you?
To be honest with you, when Mr. Cartwright first came to me with the idea, Easeup started as a vision. And for me, it's a way of life right now, to be honest with you. I eat, sleep, everything Easeup, to be honest with you. So I thank God for a person like Mr. Cartwright, and I tell him this every day.
Yeah.
I tell Mr. Cartwright this every day, that if we had a Mr. Cartwright in every one of these areas, what they call ghetto, the Bahamas, would have been a much better place.
So I know Easeup in particular goes out to a lot of young youths who go into different scenarios and different cases of struggles in their life, especially in the communities, like you say, like the ghetto areas. So what you could say personally, you felt that you were in a position where you feel like you needed to introduce Easeup either to people in your life or the people around you. You know, what make you change over to say, you know what, enough is enough?
Life experiences.
For instance, give me an example.
If anybody know me, anybody will know that anything I say on the mic comes from the bottom of my heart. So if I say on the mic, I say something like, pick up all the people who lost somebody they love. A lot of people put their hand in there. A lot of people just say it to say, but when I say that, it's because I really lost loved ones. I was playing the event when I got the call that my baby sister, my 14-year-old sister, got shot while being in the car with my brother, and they was coming at home. Like 3 weeks later, my brother was murdered.
Same car.
So life experiences, coming from hard places, coming from places where people never thought you would make it out of. And then now you're here now. You don't feel like that's a testimony.
That's
You don't
Jesus.
feel like that's something
That's
to share.
Jesus.
So I feel like I'm glad Mr. Cartwright came, and it's like he magnifies even the little small ghetto people to show that even us can make a difference also.
Amen.
You feel me?
So, for everybody around you who's not as strong as some of us here and who might be contemplating on, I should be the voice, I should be the next person to make a difference, because nobody likes to be the first person. What would be the words you would say to that next person contemplating on, maybe I should be the different person. Let me step out of the circle for a second and try something different.
To be honest with you, with all type of different distractions going on in the world right now, I think the best advice I could give anybody is put God first before you do anything.
Amen.
And then just, don't care what you do, just put God first. You know what I mean? And from you could do that right there, you know what I mean? Trust me, it could be some trials and tribulations. Like they have a song saying, new level, new devil. You know what I mean? How many people in here played Super Mario before on Nintendo? Honestly, when you be on stage 1, in order for you to make it to stage 2, there's a boss that you have to overcome to make it to the next stage. Each stage, the boss gets harder. Each stage, the boss gets harder. So just never give up. Just put God first and just keep going.
Everybody make some noise for DJ Cronet.
See y'all later.
How's it going, everybody? Everybody good? Good. Just waiting on my good brethren, Mr. Jinx, to accompany. Everybody give a hand for Jinx on the keys. Yes. So, as you can see, you saw the Easeup video. Shout out director Tony Williams. You know what I mean? We like to call him the nicest guy in the universe. And appreciate the Sultan Johnson. He produced the track. That was actually my first time working with Twindem on that record. Shout out to Twindem as well. And I just was brought in actually last minute. I wasn't sure, what it was about when I got in, but when I came in and I heard what was going on, I was immediately inspired to just speak from the perspective of those people who are victims in these situations that don't get a voice. You don't really hear them on the news too much beyond the actual incident. You don't hear how they're doing years later, or even a short time later. So we just wanted to connect those thoughts, you know what I mean, and just keep everybody mindful that, you know what I mean, like everybody needs to ease up on anything that's promoting anything that's negative, and stay strong to keep it that way, you know what I mean. And this next song is just a continuation of that mindset. It's just called Man Down. And it just goes to show you, again, like there's stories behind these situations beyond what you hear on the news. And it's real lives and real people being affected. So this is a song just dedicated to them. Why we have to cry? Mother cry, brother cry, father cry, sister cry.
Why, oh, why? Why, oh, why? These days everybody's quarreling. Now all the youths them following with no respect for authority. Gunman philosophy. We don't pray no more, we just take life as it comes, yeah. Ain't no love no more, we put all faith in our gun, yeah. Every single day, bodies laid out in Islam. What is the outcome when you have no place to run? Oh no, no, no. And every day we face the pain of a loved one that was slain. Bullets fly, ending lives, we living in woe. Mama cry, teary eyes, blood on the floor. Man down, live to see tomorrow if you stand down. Man down, children slaughtered, we don't understand how. Man down, oh man down, leaders talking but don't understand now. Man down, either in the grave or they can now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shots fly, check the velocity to decline in economy. What is our future gonna be? Our reality. We don't pray no more, we just put faith in our. We don't love no more, we put all faith in our guns, yeah. Every single day bodies laid out in the slums. Why is there a run? He's got no place to run. And every day we face the pain of a loved one that was slain. Bullets fly, ending lives, we living in war. Mama cry, teary eyes, blood on the floor. Man down, live to see tomorrow if you stand down. Man down, children slaughtered, we don't understand how. Man down, oh man down, leaders talk but they don't have a plan now. Man down, either end up in your grave or they can now. My people dying every day, everybody living in fear. We point the fingers, but who is to blame? No. Man, we gotta change. And every day we face the pain of a loved one that was slain. Bullets fly, ending lives, we living in war. Mama cry, teary eyes, blood on the floor. Man down, live to see tomorrow if you stand down. Man down, children slaughtered, we don't understand how. Man down, we don't have a plan now. Man down, yeah. Ease up, everybody. Bless up.
Hello, everyone. I'm just so excited to be here, honestly. Anytime Mr. Cartwright and the family calls on me, I'm always available and willing because, you know, FamTV is launching this new online platform tonight, but really FamTV has gone back for quite some time, you know, since the inception of FamFest. Fam Entertainment, Fam TV has been so instrumental in providing a platform for persons like myself. The first time I ever picked up a microphone in front of an actual camera was at Fam Fest. And Fam Entertainment and Fam Television gave me that opportunity. You can see how fabulous I turned out today. So obviously, you know, they're really instrumental in developing young persons and giving us an opportunity to flourish. And Fam TV is basically all about giving a platform that's emerging. The great thing about the internet, as I've been able to see in my growing career, is that it's far-reaching, and you never know who you'll be able to impact. It goes beyond the Bahamas, and that's what Fam is all about, expanding that family throughout the Caribbean, throughout the entire world. And obviously, it's not just about entertainment, but it's about education and inspiring people all across the world. The messages from the programming that's provided by Fam TV is always one of substance, whether it's funny, whether it's a drama, whether it's a talk show. It's always something that provides substance and that leaves a lasting impact on the viewer. So I hope you guys will stay tuned into everything that Fam TV has to offer. I saw on the slideshow it said 60 hours of programming, and I was like, nobody told me about that. Where's Trevon? I ain't in that programming. But anyway, we'll sort that out at a later date. But you guys enjoy, and make sure you continue to support all the work that they're doing, because when you support Fam TV, realize that you're supporting literally hundreds of talented and innovative young Bahamians, and we need your support. The Bahamas is, to me, one of the most talented places in the world. Like, our people are naturally funny and jokey, and we have stories that need to be heard. But we all need to support one another, and supporting, that can be financial, or that can be as simple as just sharing a video or telling your friend, hey, did you hear about Judah the Lion? Hey, did you hear about Najee Dunn? Hey, did you hear about Gippy's Kingdom or Trevon Patton? Or who that? Well, since we plug in, anyway. For sure, they call me top, Snapchat, Instagram, all that. Bye.
You want to watch Fam TV because it's all about you. We're featuring Bahamians, talented, emerging artists. We're featuring persons who are doing great things. And I think if we all can be a part of this great experience, it'll make an even greater experience. We want you to come on board. That's a great reason to watch Fam TV.
Commitment, opportunity.
Fam TV is all here.
Good night. Good night. Everybody good? All right. It's just a little something I wrote called The Truth. I don't know who heard it before, but you know what I mean? Just vibe with us tonight. Yeah. Okay. Love. My daddy always taught me when I was a small tree, trust God, don't trust men, they might cross me, cause they got sin in them. Lord, please deliver them. Ain't nobody perfect, so I found myself forgiving them. Women always giving it, fellas always hitting them. What kind of examples we setting for the children? Sexual diseases, should've said Jesus. Many ain't men, y'all tell me what's the reason? Kids getting wiser, poor off the miser. Currency was used to conquer and divide us. Governments are tyrants, so we became pirates. Look into my iris, tell me what the vibe is, but But listen to the sirens, y'all try to own us. Act like they providing, jails ain't reforming, they just recycling. Why the news only talking about gas prices? My daddy always taught me, listen to my mother, take care of my sister, never judge another. I always knew the Lord had a plan. My daddy saw a need, he started fam. People need to wake up, churches trying to cake up, women caught their face up and men they wearing makeup. Families break up, we should study Jacob so they won't rape us. Selling our acres, they should educate us, but master need a slave. I pray for better days, knowing Jesus came to save. Well skilled or innocent, why we hate on immigrants when we all the same or similar like a synonym. Singing in the choir don't make you an angel. You can find God in the streets or a stranger. Starvation, genocide, species endangered. Look, you can clone me, but there's only one savior. Yeah, there's only one savior. Yeah, there's only one savior. See, you can clone me, but there's only one savior, Jesus.
So, people must be their own agents of change. And change for creatives, our innovators, our youth, must be a process that allows them to reach their full potential. Unfortunately, change has been a very difficult process at times. I'm sure those in our creative communities can agree that talent does not necessarily equate to resources. However, how can we as a country create the change, or better yet, reach our full potential without investing in sustainable, inclusive, people-centered development? How can we tell our youth to value their gifts, their talents and abilities without being willing to celebrate them, invest in them, and exhibit them at the highest professional levels we can achieve? The Bridge Foundation is here to help. We believe that if we can add professional production, distribution, and networking support to inspire creative performances, we will not only increase our national cultural capacity, but we will create new opportunities for our country to develop beyond our size while connecting Bahamians together like never before. The Bridge Foundation at its heart is a creative platform that will inspire us to seek wonder and achievement in each other. Let us ensure that when an emerging talent or those underserved in our community do something phenomenal, the world knows about it. This is the change we must work towards, and with your help, initiatives like the Bridge Foundation will give our emerging talents the opportunity not just to change themselves, but to change the world. Without further ado, the Bridge Foundation.
Isn't where we intended to be. We had it all. You believed in me. I believed in you. Certainties disappear. What do we do for our dreams to survive? How do we keep all our passions alive as we used to do? in my heart I'm concealing things that I'm longing to say, scared to confess what I'm feeling, frightened you'll slip away. You must love me. You must love me. Why are you at my side? How can I be of any use to you now? Give me a chance and I will let you see how nothing has changed. Deep in my heart I'm concealing things that I'm longing to say, scared to confess what I'm feeling, frightened you slip away. You must love me. You must love me. You must love me.
So, as we all know, that was my beautiful guest singing on screen, the most talented Miss Carrie Sherman. So, Carrie was our first celebrity on the Bridge Foundation, and we had the pleasure of working with her. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
What would you like to know? I'm a lawyer by profession, but I'm a classical musician. That was not a classical piece. That was one of the selections from the Broadway segment of the recital series. So I'm a classical singer. My mom says when she heard me cry for the first time, she knew she had a soprano. So as I mentioned to Tap Outside, music chose me. I didn't choose it.
And she sings so well, but the thing is, what is so interesting about Carrie is she basically sings in about 5 languages. How?
Well, I pick up languages very easily. I'd mentioned to Trevon when I was in school, I hung out with an Asian contingent, so I picked up a little Hindi in about 9 months in London. But I have an ear for languages. But it just so happens that most opera is written in a foreign language. A lot of it is in French, which I've just recently started to sing in the past 3 years. The majority of it seems to be in Italian, and I sing most of my pieces in Italian. There's also, what do we have? We have French, Italian. I started singing German 2 years ago, which is very interesting because we all know that that can be a very guttural and harsh, yes, language. But surprisingly, it was very beautiful to sing, and I don't think anyone heard any awful sounds while I was at it. I think English is one of those as well. Did we cover 5? I'm not sure.
I think
that might have been. I have sung in Hindi, but only a pop song, and I don't plan to do that again anytime soon.
So you did mention that you
Latin.
had.
That was the 5th.
Oh,
Latin, yeah.
I'm just managing to get past Spanish, like hola, ¿cómo estás?
Not so bad.
Yeah,
Work on that accent.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But you did mention your background. You came from a musically inclined family.
Yeah, so my mom actually was a classical singer before she had me. She sang quite a bit as a soloist, and then also with a few choirs that I'm sure none of you in this room know because they predated just about all of us. The chamber singers, ooh, someone knows. The Ambrosia singers, I think, as well. Yeah. I know Eldridge knows. So yeah, she sang a lot also with Cleophas Adderley, and it's that connection that caused me to join the National Youth Choir when I was about 15, and from the National Youth Choir I rejoined when I finished law school, And from the National Youth Choir, I transitioned into bel canto. That's Eldridge over there, who I'm not going to date. And from bel canto, I started the recital series.
Wow. You have a very extensive history when it comes to music, but how did you start creating, becoming a cultural creator?
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Well, I joined bel canto after leaving the National Youth Choir, and I sang with them for about 3 years. And my vocal coach / pianist, Dexter, who's sitting there in the second row, looking kind of fancy this evening, but only this evening. Dexter was trying to convince me to do a vocal certification, and so we started work on the vocal certification course. We selected some music, paid for the music, and the music never arrived. And I said, listen, I've been working on this stuff for months. I'm not gonna not do something with it. And he said, well, why don't you have a recital? Which didn't sound as intimidating as a concert. So I said, okay, let's do it. And that's how the recital series started. And the first one was on the 26th of July, 2014. We started it with a view to exposing young Bahamians, well, Bahamians in general, but really young people to classical music, because classical music is not popular. When we think of opera, we think about the Luciano Pavarottis and Placido Domingos and these older folks, more settled folks, but we don't see young people involved in classical music. And I wanted them to know that young people can do this. It's not for old or stuffy people. And so that's why we started the series. The series initially was free. The first 2 recitals were free, and nobody came. And so I started charging for it, and then people started to come.
Oh, that's what you got to do now.
Amazing. But everything that we raise for the recital, so in addition to you guys, and I know we're going to get to that, the Charitable Arts Foundation, also I would write to them for grants to assist with the cost of staging the recital, which allows me then to just focus on selling the tickets, and then we donate all of the proceeds to a charitable cause. So last year was Hurricane Relief, and the year before we donated to a scholarship fund.
Wow. That's wonderful. So, as you mentioned, we established a partnership.
Yes.
And I think the first time that I found out about you, or I found out that there was someone singing this type of music, I saw you on a cell phone, and I went to my producer and I was like, look at this. Do you hear this voice? And from then, we were like, we got to find her. And what it kind of hinted to me was that, look at the power of media in terms of creating connections and allowing persons to partner for the greater good. So we came on board, and we've been partnering for about 2 years now.
This is the second year, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years now, and you have a recital coming up.
I do. The date of it, though, has changed. We ordinarily always have the recital the first Saturday in November, but my date got hijacked this year with an event that I cannot compete with. So everything's up in the air at the moment. We've also lost our venue, so we're working with another partner. Oh, Dexter's being a little shady in the second row there. So we're working with a new partner, hopefully, and I'm hoping that with this new partner on board, that not only would we be able to reach the local audience, but we'd also be able to catch some of our visiting guests as well. So that would be great.
Yes, definitely. So when this recital is staged, you definitely got to catch it. What it does, what's important here is that sometimes it's pretty rough for creatives to get some things going, right?
It is. I told a friend of mine the other day that the organization of the event, because I wind up having to do everything myself, almost takes the joy out of performing. So it would be fantastic to just be able to actually just show up and sing, and to not have to worry about organizing or recording. Well, we had an amateur recording before you guys came on board. And I hate listening to myself sing. I know people aren't supposed to say that, but I sat in that chair and cringed the entire time that clip was playing. But you guys have just been a dream to work with. They show up. I don't want to call y'all a motley crew, but it's such a mix of persons that come, and the guys have such a great and positive energy as well, and they take care of everything, all of the sound and engineering and lighting. Dexter was thrilled the first year they came on board, because they came, you guys had the different lights and mood, or what did you call it? Ambiance or mood setting, something. And he said, "This is fantastic. Do you see how your dress changes color in the light?" I'm like, "No, I just want to sing. I don't know." But you guys have really added you've elevated the recital series, and I'm really grateful to be able to partner with you guys, and I'm just grateful to work with y'all as well. You're helping me to reach that audience that I wasn't able to reach on my own.
Wow. We are the ones who are grateful for working with you. And we look forward to more partnerships. And our mission for trying to partner with creatives is, it is hard. It is hard to get something going. Let's say you're trying to get a venue. That's probably around maybe 1,500, you know. Then, you know, you're trying to maybe pay your creatives who are working with you, or, you know, you're trying to get security, and then trying to get sound and audio, and maybe a DJ. Maybe, you know, by the time you just set up just for your event, you know, you're paying thousands of dollars, and then what about video and audio that you need to market the next one, or put it into rotation so other people can see the work that you've been doing? If that is missing, then only the people in the room would have experienced what you have done. And that does not help you get the sponsorship going forward, because a lot of persons are going out there looking for help. And people are like, "Oh, I haven't heard about you. I haven't seen anything. Do you have something that you have done, filmed?" Oh, we can afford that part of it. And if you do kind of scrap up some funds to go and actually film, it's not enough to get a really robust and professional production that persons can say, "You know what? She can compete with any recital series in the world." Yes. And I think once professional production can combine with a beautiful voice like Carrie's, and the different Bahamian talents around the world, I believe we can do amazing things, and we can actually really shock the world with what we can do. Hear, hear. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Everybody got a story. Like I said, I got a story to tell. I don't mind if you ignore it. I'ma tell it for somebody else. I've been hurt, I've been down. Got some scars that I can't erase. Did some things I'm not proud. Things ain't always been this way. We're different. Don't mean that we gotta hate each other. Although our opinions differ, we can tolerate each other. Live and let live, no matter what your color. Live and let live, gotta respect your brother. Live and let live, no matter what they taught us. 'Cause everybody's a human. Everybody has feelings too. If we could forget about our differences and know our value, we could change the world. Change the world. Every boy and girl. Everybody got a story, so I know you got a story to tell. Now I don't know your testimony, but I know this life ain't always fair. I know you've been refused, persecuted since your first day, overlooked and misused. We hurt each other in the worst ways. We're different, don't mean that we gotta hate each other. Although our opinions differ, we can tolerate each other. Live and let live, no matter what your color. Live and let live, gotta respect your brother. Live and let live, no matter what they taught us. Cause everybody's a human, everybody has feelings too. If we could forget about our differences and know our value, we could change the world, change the world. Every boy and girl, if we knew what it's worth, cause hurt people, we the worst people, hurting us again and again. Hurt people, but we're all equal. Stop the fight and we should be friends. Hurt people, we the worst people, hurting us again and again. Hurt people, but we're all equal. Stop the fight and we should be friends. Just cause we're different don't mean that we gotta hate each other. Although our opinions differ, we can tolerate each other. Live and let live, no matter what your color. Live and let live, gotta respect your brother. Live and let live in spite of what they taught us. Cause everybody's a human, everybody has feelings too. If we could forget about our differences and know our value, we could change the world, change the world. Every boy and girl, we could change the world.
Everybody. I noticed that Mrs. Gina Thompson is in here. Mrs. Thompson and I just had a conversation outside, and I told Mrs. Thompson that, unlike in my previous life, you can't just go someplace anymore, sit in the back inconspicuously, and just enjoy. They pull you in the front and tell you got to say something. So we were laughing about that a minute ago, and I was hoping that I could just be inconspicuous and enjoy tonight. Kat asked me to say a few words, and in the process, I was writing down a few things. But the first thing that I wrote on here tonight is young talent. It's amazing. I made a couple notes as I was listening. I sat there as the young lady just sang, and Lion of Judah, and I was just saying if I wanted a voice, how on The Voice you sort of hit the thing and turn around. Say, I want you on my team. Beautiful talent. This country is full of tremendous talent. I remember coming home 11 years ago. And I thank God, again, I thank God for Mark Cartwright, just like many of you are now. Because 11 years ago, by way of Kent, can't remember, Kent's Minnis, by way of Brother Kent, I found Mark Cartwright's studio on top of Bozine Hill. And, coming home as a creative, this was a very frustrating place to be in. Yeah, a lot of talent, a lot of energy, and nowhere, and no output. And I found that release at the studio on top of the hill. And I remember Trevon and I, on many evenings, sitting out on top of the balcony, just looking out at the lights over Nassau, talking about what it could be if somebody just took the time to invest in the young talent, creative talent. And I want to say that tonight is a testament to, and I wrote this down, hard work, dedication, and focus. I think part of what the theme said was opportunity and change. At the end of hard work, dedication, and focus, Mr. Cartwright is showing you what opportunity and change looks like. I remember 10, 11 years ago, it was a small establishment then. But Mr. Cartwright was dedicated, worked hard, stayed focused. He took advantage of all the young talent around, and he kept them working hard, dedicated, staying focused, and now here is this opportunity and change for young Bahamian people, young creative talent. It's a tremendous honor to be here tonight to celebrate and be a part of this launch of FamTV 242, and I congratulate Mr. Cartwright. And it's fine, you could go ahead and give him. And, you know, through Fam, I met Najee. I watched Najee grow up into this tremendous talent. And my friend Zoltan over here, but I remember Zoltan from a long time ago because when I was in Puerto Rico, Zoltan used to be sending me all the hack music stuff. You know, all the production stuff, all the beats. I still have all the old beats and stuff that Zoltan he taught me about music. I met Shadi and the whole crew and just watch Jinx. He's usually on time. But don't worry, he's my church brother. That's a Salem thing, you can't get in that. But I've watched all of these young men grow up, all these young women grow up, people come in and out. You know, it's because of persons like Mr. Cartwright that he gives young people an opportunity to dream, just like me, about culture and the opportunities that are available to you in culture. During my campaign, many of the video presentations that you saw came from FAM. I hope I could say that. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But Trevon was very instrumental in helping me put together a lot of the things that caused me to win. Because I think it was through that commercialization that I was able to get where I am today. I want to say, Mr. Cartwright and the FAM production family, keep on doing what you're doing. And I want to say, young people, keep on supporting Mr. Cartwright and FAM Productions. Tab took my line a little earlier. That's all right, but it's because of what he's doing. You guys are going to have a tremendous opportunity. I remember my first speech in the House when we came in May. I said it's incredible that we would spend 130-something plus on policing, but only 30-something plus on youth, sports, and culture. Something's wrong with that picture. Because I'm saying if we were to take something's wrong with that picture. If we were to take that $130 million and put it into youth development, then perhaps we'd be spending less than $30 million on crime. And yes, ma'am. And, you know, I intend to be that voice in government that helps to push what we're doing, because I'm sitting here thinking, why are my cabinet colleagues not here looking at this? So, Mr. Cartwright, I'm going to try and arrange a re-showing of the same thing, and hopefully I can get all of my cabinet colleagues, including those on the opposite side, to come and sit and watch this here again. Where's Mr. Cartwright? I'm talking to somebody. I thought I heard his voice. Okay, I know I heard your voice in the back there. I'm going to try and see how we could arrange to have all 30-something parliamentarians in this place to watch this same thing again so they could see what talent is about, this cultural talent in this country. I don't want to run on too much more, but again, like I said, I want you to continue supporting Mr. Cartwright. He's done more. I've watched him do more in the last 11 years. They said 25 years. I've seen in the last 11 years that he's done more for advancing production than those who have the resources to do what they should be doing. If this, when I heard that young man tell his story about how he was rescued from the streets, I'm saying I don't understand why my colleagues can't understand that this generation doesn't really want to work in hotels any longer. This is what they want to do in it. I'm sitting here just smiling. This space is incredible to be in this space. I regret I didn't bring my little 15, 16-year-old grandson to sit here with me to watch this. Yeah, but it's incredible just to be in this space, and I'm so grateful for the invite to be here to share this with you because it gives me more inspiration to go out there tomorrow and to continue pushing for cultural development and the cultural industry in this country. So again, but we understand that new levels, there are some new devils. I borrowed, who was that? Okay, I like that saying. I'm going to use that. You see that on my Facebook page tonight, you know. But I'm going to do my best, you know, to help you in this industry because this is also my industry. And I'm going to invite you to come out starting next month to watch me as Othello in Shakespeare in Paradise because I'm a part of this community as well. So again, thank you very much for the invite and continue growing and growing. Thank you very much.
We'd like to welcome the visionary behind FAM Entertainment, FAM Productions, and FamTV, Mr. Mark Cartwright.
Hello. Wow. Thank you. One of the young men in FAM said today, just don't go up there and say what you always say, that you don't like the mic. Well, I don't. But tonight, man, this is perhaps the best birthday gift I've ever received. And as a 64-year-old Bahamian, I want to say to you young people that we, my generation, has done you a disservice. We have given you basically, we have told you to go out and do things on your own. When I grew up in Union Village, not far from where Chronic comes from, everybody in that area wanted me to be the best that I could. I remember standing on the side of the drug dealer, the local drug dealer in the area, and he looked at me and he said, "Wait, if you don't get your little, what from around me, and go to school and become a lawyer so that you could help us." Right? And everybody in my community looked at me and said, "You're going to be somebody." Today, I go in these same communities, and the general thing is this: bro, you move this for me, I got some nice tennis for you, I can take care of your family. I'm on the juvenile panel, and the Easeup project was not birthed by me. It was birthed by a lot of the young guys, Bugs, DJ Too Short, and all of those. I was sitting in court, and there was a case about a young man who stabbed someone, and they lived, and we were talking about what to, whether probation, whether the Simpson pen. And when I got out of there, my phone lit up. I had about 300 texts from showboys, guidance, all the promoters in the country. And they were like, we got to do something, Mr. C. I was like what? And they were like, we got to go on the radio. I said, basically that's what everybody else is doing. Going on the radio, making noise about, oh, we got to stop the killing. We got to do this. But no one is really trying to get to the solution, including the church, of which I am a very proud member. Wherever I go, I let people know I am first a believer. And so we started to work. I told Judah, I told all of them, whatever we do, we're going to have to continue to go in the communities that we go in. And what you have not seen tonight is that we, like the politicians, have divided this island into constituencies. If you heard Chronic, he's the member of parliament for Angliston. If you look, there's a gentleman out there, Jamaica Moxie. He's our man in Carmichael. Unfortunately, we got you. But we have gone in these communities and we're working not just on making people aware, but on a side note, we started a project, one of the projects we started in Angliston with Chronic. And you know what? I believe if I was a young man coming up now with the stress that these young people have and having to deal with the government offices that we have, I'd quit. We went to the we went to National Insurance to get him his ID, his National Security card. The stress that we are dealing with that, one of the guys with us said, man, Mr. C, it is easy for me to go hustle some drugs and do it like that. So all I'm asking all of you in here to not judge these young men. Let's go and work with them. One of the things that they did not show tonight is one of the programs that we have going on. But we have several, this is just one of the many programs we have going on that they're going to show you just when I get off the stage. But we want your help. It doesn't have to be financial help. We have not, from we started this program, we have not got one government grant. We have not got one grant from corporate Bahamas. But we want to show young Bahamians that we don't need to wait for the perfect time. We will make this our time. So, I'm really never a good speaker, so I'm going to get out of your way before I bore you to death. But I'm going to ask you to just look at one of the projects that we're doing, and it involves DJ Chronic. And we have these all over the country, and we're going to ask you to join in and help us. If you can afford finances, cool. Your time, cool. But just help us make the Bahamas and the world a better place by sowing into the lives of our young Bahamian people. Not just the ones in our fields. We know we need it bad. But us as a country, we need to refocus on how we look at our youth. Thank you.
buddy, it's the one and only DJ Chronic from Angliston. Welcome to Angliston. Let me show you part of my vision. Welcome to what we call a car playground, a place for your vehicle. Not just to get it washed, get it detailed, you know. If you need to get body work done to it, we'll have a body work area, you know. This, my vision. Tree slot area, you notice how big and tall they are for buses. Could also fit in. The best part about this whole car wash is it's for the youths. Like, the people who are going to be working here are the youths of Angliston. You know what I mean? They said who, instead of just idling, you know, around the road doing nothing, you could come right here, find something to do, make some money. Right now, this construction work has been done by Beyond Measures, where they make dreams a reality. It's my little cousin. He's the proprietor, alongside my next little cousin. He's doing the work up there. This area right here, would we just clear down? We're waiting to clear down some more, because we want to have a sitting area, and we also want to have an area where when my little workers them come from school, they could have a place to do their homework and everything before they make a few bucks, you know what I mean? That's what we're trying to set it up. That's the mindset. That's the vision what they have. The only person and the only people that assist me in this project right here is the Easeup program. So I gotta send a shout out to my Easeup family. And I can't stop thanking you enough. And I believe that if we had someone in each area with this type of vision, you know what I mean? It'd be better. We ain't gotta wait on nobody. Like this right here, this was my family one. You know what I mean? They give me full control to do whatever. So this what I did with it. You know what I mean? Find a safe haven for the youth. It's your boy DJ Chronic, still at the car wash. I'm gonna introduce you to the people that sit down with me and saw my vision. Remember now, when I had this vision in my mind, I never had no plan, I never had nothing. All I did was I went to my cousin, the DJ himself, the proprietor of Beyond Measures Construction. And I just said the vision to him. And him and my next cousin, they came from ground up, from ground, go up. They did it. Young, you know what I mean? Contractors. That's what we believe in. All you gotta do is just give them a try. That's all. You never know the potential of the young men in your area if you don't give them a try.
In the jail for about a year. When they come out, they start as a helper. And they see where I could make money and try better my life and further my life, rather than being around and just gangbanging and things. So I make a decision to stay in construction and try move forward with it.
It's a nice decision for the young people, man, so they can come and just, you know, they can make money too. Same said with, they ain't gotta be on the road. They can come chill out, wash car, you understand? And the people can try it too. That's where they get up a little. They say, well, when they grow up, they could probably have their car wash running.
Now, you know something that? Let me give him a chance. When I give him a chance, he write down everything that I need. He came here, pulled the lines and everything. You know, my next cousin, and as a result, we almost finished with it.